EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drums as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight, a good one on Thursday night primetime. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers on Thursday night primetime. Like Tirico with Greg Wilson, we are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. We are underway in Uptown Charlotte. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. For a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
Here's a third down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Young. In the middle, he's got his man complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The 38-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field,
he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. That is Kyle Duggar in from his safety spot to record the sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs. Sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss. Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
Flush to his right. They're trying to get there on the ground. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. Brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get a possession of the football. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback. Oh, the ball's out. The Panthers have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, nothing is free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Panthers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the game.
Second and goal.
On second down, Young. This one caught at the floor. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out. Right. Young. Touchdown, Carolina.
When I think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Play fake. It's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Fireman. From the 48-yard line. Here's second and 4.
It's a pickup in 6.
No run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Gain of 6. And the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Steelers first
From
down.
the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Steelers.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
At the 24-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's third down.
We'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious.
Chris Boswell in for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers, they're on the board. It's 7-3.
Steelers 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
Good for Panthers. First down. First and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Young hands it to Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Young. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he will go all the way. Jalen Coker, a touchdown, Panthers. extra point. It's up and through. Panthers extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Steelers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
The shotgun is A-Rod. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be on target before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 1st and 10.
15 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Metcalf,
and
the motion man. Rodgers. He throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's in! Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
He is good. Makes the score Panthers 14. Steelers 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to pick this one off. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. Here's Young. turning their ears back, coming to get him again.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
On play action, Rodgers. Got his man at the 6. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Steelers 1st down.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
His kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 17, Panthers 14.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. We get on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Keanu Benton in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, extra second in the pocket. The way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 more yards.
These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
again. He has been under fire all game long. That's the fourth time All-Pro T.J. Watt in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Young. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here's Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like third down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure. An over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. The master of play action, Rodgers. In there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Loss of 5 yards.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get the 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd and 2.
It's now 3rd and 2.
Rodgers now. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Panthers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Nope, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Panthers have tied it at 17.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
got the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. The Steelers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here with Gainwell. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Tackled by Tershawn Horton. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now Gainwell. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by
It's 3rd and 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd
from the gun. Rogers to the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 31 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver, and in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Down inside the 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Working out of the gun, it's Rogers. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd.
Throwing Rogers. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. Going to be 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers move out in front, 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Panthers
Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's the pistol snap to Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Look at play action with Young. This one caught left side by Evans. From the 46. Here's 2nd down and 4.
At the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Here's a carry to Dowdle. And he's going to get him the 1st down here. Crossed and fielded down to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run with Dowdle. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On second down, Young. Oh, in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
And they'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Young. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. And fortunately, a Panther was right there to get on it. So no turnover. They retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
20 will mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up second and long.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On the ground, Gainwell. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Chris Barnes from that linebacker position making the play.
And it's third down.
On third down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting the possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard
The
line.
Panthers offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. On first down is Young. He finds McMillan downfield and caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Humphrey. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. Now Dalton. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They've got him. Keanu Benton in for the sack. It is a loss loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Here's Dalton. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Here's Gainwell. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Back to throw is Rudolph. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Another 10, Roman Wilson.
Rudolph looking to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Rashawn Horton, he gets in for another sack. He's piling them up here in this preseason.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Another ETN in the NFL. It's rookie Trevor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
The 34-yard line.
On the ground, here's ETN. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. In this case, they do it for once.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. That's taken at about the 14. A nice return there. Their offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Steelers offense ready to get back at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
Rolling, Rudolph. And they'll pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 4.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go.
The pass rush gets hold, and he goes down.
You know, we can sit up here all wrong and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Here's Rudolph. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. They'll set up the screen to Gainwell. Room to run past the 30. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy of where he needs to get to. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they go forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Panthers offense ready to get back to work. Swung out to ETN. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Dalton. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Dalton to throw. The ball comes out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. Unfortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. Important punt here in this tie game late. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. In motion now, it's Miller. They'll drop to throw. To the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
At the 31-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
to throw is Rudolph. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. Steelers getting ready to put this one away as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. Throwing, Dalton. That's complete to ETN. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Dalton. He'll get this out to his running back.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they ended up holding him to just a short game.
Oh, what a pressure there. He takes a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. Second stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. First down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
ETN, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. Got it. And the Panthers will go up by 7.
Makes the score Panthers 27. Steelers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to finally be ushered out of bounds all the way up by midfield. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Rudolph. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Rudolph. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
Incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a first down. Here we go. One final play. And this is a touchdown. They do it on the final play. And now decision time. Down 1. Will they go for 2 and the win? So one matter still remains before overtime. The extra point. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So 4 quarters, not enough to find a winner. Both teams plenty to chew on before the regular season gets going. But for now, Thankfully, with the rule implemented back in 2021, the game ends here. No overtime in the preseason, so this game will end as a tie. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everyone.